Hey there, Lab Junk here. Have you been a naughty boy? Have you committed about 20,000 war crimes and are now repentant? Have you eaten a baby's heart while it is still beating and now regret your past crimes? Well, fear not. I have this brand new trick that will change your whole world. The International Court of Justice hates him, and they just might hate you too. Find out how as we explore the Liberian Civil War. This is Samuel Canyon Doe. He was a member of the Kran tribe and was enlisted in the army in the age of 18. Due to political instability and race-related warfare in Liberia, Samuel led a coup against the government in 1980 and was successful. He killed William Talbot, the president, and after doing so, he assumed the title of president immediately. Because, you see, the concept of elections in Liberia is the same as current Johar in India. A very bad joke. Things were quiet for about a decade, but then Doe faced massive opposition from many stating that he would show favoritism towards his own tribe and that he was embezzling massive amounts of money from the national treasury. Most of this opposition came from this man, Charles Taylor, and he led a civil war against Samuel in the year 1989. Day after day, Samuel would face assassination attempts. He feared for his life, and during this moment of desperation, he had a brilliant idea. He realized that the local cannibals were ruthless in their methods and would make a great fit as the general for his army. And so he hired them. Today, we discuss one such general. His name, General Buttnaked. Not much is known about him before the war, but it is certain that he belonged to a very cannibalistic tribe that was feared throughout Liberia. He joined the war when he was about 17 years of age and had no name until this point. Samuel spun a narrative that Charles was a ruthless man and wanted to kill all the tribes of Liberia. So, out of fear, Buttnaked and the other members of his tribe took arms against Charles. Buttnaked controlled Monrovia, the capital of Liberia, and where Samuel Doe resides. He would fearlessly attack the forces of Charles Taylor. But while Charles Taylor had well-coordinated plans of attack, Buttnaked had a whole new ace up his sleeve.
I was naked and they are shooting me and nothing was happening. Get them! It was not just psychological, it was the means of displaying my power. When I'm naked, I disappear faster. When I'm naked, I activate my spiritual powers faster than when I had on clothes. So that was why I was naked. Move it! Gentlemen, move it! Move it! Gentlemen, move it! Naked base commando, move it! Move it!
That's right. He would charge into the battlefield wearing nothing but sneakers. Just before the battle, he would organize a child sacrifice, cut open its heart and eat it while it was still beating. He believed that this would give him magical powers like invincibility. He also encouraged his troops, who were mostly child soldiers by the way, to run into the battlefield naked or dressed in something absolutely ridiculous like a wedding gown.
You shoot, you can't do nothing to him. Colors can't chop him, knife proof, gun proof, everything. Nothing can enter his skin.
We saw him here, not on camera. We saw him on the ground. We saw him walking, killing people. We saw him naked.
You ever seen a warrior before? An African warrior. You ever seen him before? All right, he's a warrior. Yeah, he's a warrior. Yeah, he's a great general that live forever.
By the end of the battle, the towns would be massacred and left a ruin. The men slaughtered, the women raped, and the children sacrificed. However, when Buttnaked focused mostly on massacring the towns, he had completely forgotten to protect the president, which is what he was hired for. All this would lead to 9th September 1990, the day Charles Taylor kidnapped Samuel Doe. Charles took Samuel to an unknown spot in Liberia. It is unclear where, but soon it didn't matter. Charles then proceeded to torture Samuel so much that his body was never recovered. Samuel Canyon Doe? More like, oh my god, where did his eyes go? There are rumors that Charles and his troops might have eaten the remains of Samuel because why not? Seeing all this butt naked was absolutely terrified. He knew that after Samuel, he was next in line and that people would torture him just as they did Samuel. And in this moment of fear, butt naked, thigh-sized.
So my boys were trained. It was clear that no one come to knock my door. But when this guy knocked my door, and I opened the door and saw a strange man, it was so confusing. But for some reason, I just did not have the sense of hurting him. There was no idea, no feelings to hurt him. But I still did not like his presence. And so whatever he said, whatever he said to me, I obeyed it, I accepted it, but I did it only because I wanted him to just leave my presence, and I could not drive him. So I was just agreeing to him so that he do what he can do and leave. And then he asked me, he wanted to pray for me. And I said, what? Pray for me? Who is he? You know, and well, I did not trust him, but I was not afraid of him because he was so lean. I could just wrangle him if he tried anything. So, well, I pretended like I was closing my eyes and listening to him pray. After he prayed, he asked me to say amen. And these guys did not stop coming. They came for 54 days until I finally accepted Christ. And I accepted Christ on my birthday, the 30th of September, 1996.
That's right. He told the people of Liberia that Jesus had come to him and asked him to stop all his killing if he wanted to go to heaven. And this undoubtedly meant that he was forgiven by God. And who are we to judge under the ever mighty eyes of the Lord? And so the people of Liberia agreed and forgave butt naked. He even changed his name to Joshua Milton Biahi and became a pastor.
I'm going to tell you something this morning. This very nation that have rejected you, this very citizen that said nothing good come out of you, I stand in the name of the Lord this morning and say, go show yourself to Liberia. I stand before you this hour. I say, go show yourself to your family. Go show yourself to the society. I command you this morning in the name of the Lord, in the mighty name of the Lord, that you will go and they will see no limitation in you. I declare that limitation of you are broken. I declare it broken. I declare it destroyed by the power in the mighty name of Jesus.
Charles Taylor later went on to take the seat of the president because of course he did. He was later arrested in the UK on account of committing 12 war crimes. He died in prison. In the end, they all lived happily ever after.
When I think and saw and imagine my mistake and look at the very boys and imagine the day when I took them from their parents and make them to fight.
Thank you, precious Holy Spirit.
All those evil I did, all their life that I have ruined, at least let me see if I can contribute to revive the life, if possible.